Y'all got me tender. YouTube. Like, y'all so encouraging with your comments. Y'all making me cry. But thank you guys for being encouraging. Thank you guys for being supportive. Like, we be needing that. You know, a lot of tarot readers ain't gonna say it. I mean, they do be appreciative. They tell you guys that, like, thank you for being supportive. But we don't tell you guys that we need that, you know? Like, even though we're carrying the collective, we still need that, like, encouragement to keep going because it's difficult. Like, it's not always easy. So when our audience pour back into us and they are appreciative, it encourages us, it inspires us to keep going, you know, because we know that it's really benefiting someone, it's really helping someone. So thank you guys for being supportive. Thank you guys for being encouraging. And just seeing me, it feels good to be seen. And it feels good to be appreciated. So thank you. Not just for me, but for the other readers, the other leaders that don't ever be vulnerable enough to cry. And just thank you guys. But you guys are special, you know? And I just wanted y'all to know that we're gonna do a reading. I gotta gather myself, but I just wanted y'all to know that. Thank you, Big Empress. No, that's real, right? Like, it's reciprocation. It's reciprocation. I don't think a lot of people, like, knows what reciprocation feels like, you know? So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I have support. Like, even though you guys are strangers on the internet, you don't feel like strangers, you know? So I have support and I'm grateful. Thank you, Irene. So thank you guys for all the beautiful comments, messages that you've been giving me. I really, really appreciate it. I don't know why I've been emotional. I mean, other than me, like, being a Pisces, but, like, is it the full moon? Is it the full moon? Let me see, because that might determine the message too. Is it a full moon? What's the moon cycle? Or moon phase? It makes sense too, because the collective has been cleansing, moving through that old energy rebirth. So I could be really affected by the moon. It says the moon phases is the changing shape we see in the moon as it orbits Earth. Oh, I know that. I want to know what's today's moon phase. It's a full moon. See, I know I wasn't tripping. December 4th. It's a full fucking moon. I'm like, why am I crying so much? I generally don't think I would have been this strong for so long without finding you to help guide me. It felt like big sister advice. I never speak for real, but thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Tremi. That's definitely what I've been going for. Like, I really want community. That's why I be talking so much. That's why I be like, cussing out these people that be getting on my fucking nerves. Because it's like, I want y'all to even be able to talk to each other. You get me? I don't want it to feel like I'm just the teacher and y'all the students. It's like, we have a relationship. We have a community. So it goes both ways. That's why I try to acknowledge every single one of you guys, because you should be acknowledged. Like, you get me? You should be seen. It does help, boss lady, because I feel better. I'm probably gonna cry again, but maybe that's why I ain't been wearing my makeup, because I hate when I ruin a good face. Like, right? But then I need to buy that waterproof makeup too. Yes, full moon. I definitely feel like I'm releasing. Hi, Nemo. You want to know who we need to talk to? God needs to be acknowledged. Yeah, always. Always, always, always. I'm always thankful. I'm always appreciative. Because it's like, when you feel alone, you're never alone. You're never alone. Like, you always talking to God when you talking to God, when you with God. You're always with God. So it's like you're always with your higher self. You are God. So you acknowledge God not just by saying, thank you, God. You acknowledge God by being. Like it's in your actions, because you're connected all the time. So everything you do, you're doing from a righteous place of, like, I want to do the right thing. I want to do what's good. You're walking in God energy, you know? So it's like you're always acknowledging God. When you start showing the fuck out, you start cutting up, you start crashing out, you showing out the devil. But we both God and devil. We both good and, angel, devil. We both light and dark. That's God. But it's like, you show God's goodness, his mercy. Like, when you're walking in your light, when you tap into that darkness, you walking in his wrath, right? So it's like, there's times for you to be crazy, because God is a God of wrath. It tells you that in the Bible too. And there's that time for you to, like, be graceful. And when you have that balance, you're always connected, in tune with God. Like, really think about it. Like, you're at peace and you're justice. So it's like, when you're asking God to do something for you, he's gonna do it, because he's in you. You are one with the Creator, literally. It's like crazy, like, on this journey, when your viewpoint of how you see God changes. It's not righteous, and it's not self-righteous. I said it's not righteous. It's not self-righteous, and then it's not like a robot of, like, or someone that is transactional. It's like, it's the ultimate being, right? Like, and you're connected to it, and you feel so connected. You feel free. I feel like God is freedom. God is wise, but God is not judgmental. God is just what's just, what is right. I'm going to do what's right. If you deserve hellfire, you're going to get that. If you deserve goodness, you're going to get that. Everybody is treated fairly, but there's also consequences to your actions. So, I don't know. That's just beautiful when you see God as, like, everything. God is everything. And even when we suffer, it's like, we can't blame God, because it's like, that suffering is necessary. It's necessary, because even in the suffering, it's good, right? Well, see, now I'm feeling like I'm at church. I gotta preach. Y'all know I was a Christian for 10 years. God is a woman. Yeah. I mean, God isn't woman or man. He ain't. Like, I like to say God is both. He's woman and man. He's feminine, masculine. He's feminine, masculine energy. So woman, man is the representation of God in its image. Masculine, feminine, female, male. But we all carry both. It's interchangeable, right? So God is the duality. God is the polarity. Everything. I don't know. I love God. But yeah, God is a woman. You could call God a woman. You could call God a man. Like, I like to call God man because I like the masculine energy of father. Like, you get me? I connect more to masculines than I do feminines. So I don't attribute God to being a woman. I attribute it to it being a man, because even though I know God is a woman, like, birth the world, both, it's like, because I like the father role over me. Like, I'm the little princess. You get me? So I love that too, how we can see God in our own way, like, and it is our mother, it is our father, like how we see it. But we all know that we're the children, like the child. That's why when we can come together in community, that collective, it's like God's children together. They get it. They get each other. But anyways, we're about to get into this tarot. Yes, hi Creole. Hi Valeria. People don't love us like we think they should. To love ourselves better, not stay angry or stuck on them. Exactly. Yes. Thank you for that, boss lady. Like, that makes me so happy, because that's the goal. That's the goal. And you'll feel it. You'll feel the shift. You'll feel how much lighter you feel, because you're not carrying somebody else's load or their expectation, or treating yourself unkind by staying there, because it's like, you deserve better. You deserve better. And if people just ain't gonna come correct, then they need to go. Like, that don't make you wrong for loving yourself. People don't want you to love yourself. You realize the world don't want you to love yourself. And when you love yourself, people hate you even more, because they can't love themselves. When you love yourself, you love God, you love everything around you. When you don't love yourself, you hate God. You want to do all the toxic shit. You worshiping the devil, the shadow aspect of you. You could choose though. So when you realize that people make choices, they want to make that choice. Let them, but it's not gonna affect me. It's not gonna affect me. All right, I like that. All right, so let's get into it. Holy Spirit, angel guides. What do we have for Blue Butterfly? What do they need to know at this time on their journey? And take it as it resonates, you guys. I read for the energy, masculine, feminine. So whether you're male or female, energy is interchangeable. So at the same time, it's like 1 minute you resonate with the feminine energy, then you'll resonate with the masculine energy in the same reading. But don't force anything to fit. Listen to the storylines. Like, when you're forcing it to fit, if there's too many things you're having to change and say, no, it's not like that, it's like this, it's because you're trying to make it fit. When them storylines hit, you're going to know, because it's going to feel like a personal, like, all the way through. Sometimes you just need to listen to the reading to see how you would operate when that situation is presented like that. It give you something to think about. It's not always some things that, like, you're going through it like that, or maybe you haven't got to that cycle yet. but stay open-minded and pay attention to what you're learning out of the reading, what's sticking out to you, and the direction that you're going, if things are aligning to that, right? Look at readings like that. Like, y'all can always book to find out where you at. Like, y'all don't need to be scared. I know some people are scared, but there's nothing I'm looking for that is going to make you feel judgmental, like I'm being judgmental, because I'm about empowering you guys. So regardless of how your reading goes, I'm always going to encourage you. Like, that's just how my readings go. Spirit is going to tell you the progress you've made, and he's going to tell you what you need to work through. But none of it is to be ashamed of. It's so that you can get better. And I offer different styles of reading so that some of you just need to check in with Spirit here and there that you're on the right path. You don't need a full-on reading because you're pretty good at listening to your intuition, guidance. But if you know you're stuck, you're lost, you're confused, you don't feel like you keep making the right choices, then book the personal that can help you figure out what the blockages are. Like, read the website. If you want to have fun, you want to know your storyline, book a storyline reading. Like, and I'll offer more things down the road, but it's there to help you guys. You get me? And spirituality, like, there is a thing as spiritual hygiene as well. Taking care of your spiritual self, life, especially in the material world. Because if you guys can go to a therapist and talk about your problems, you can book a reading that's going to actually help you solve your problems, right? I'm just saying, like, look at it from that perspective. But I'm not pushing it on you guys to book. I'm just letting you know what services is there for you. You guys have no reason to be stuck in places, cycles, when you have support. Just like y'all support me, I have no reason to not show up on here because I have support. Like, you get me? So I'm just telling you. You're important. All right, Holy Spirit, and oh, we got Venus. So love is in the air. Some of you guys are getting new love, though. It's a lot of endings and beginnings. And with the moon cycle, it makes sense. The full moon, the cleansing. It's a lot of crying, just like me. It's a lot of releasing, but also being appreciative, seeing things from a different perspective, opening up, but opening up to love, opening up to being vulnerable. I like that. So there's an offer someone is going to make. You, sometimes it's you being the one making the offer. You get me? Oh, shit. It's passionate, okay? This offer is hot, steamy, sexy. Heavy attraction. Mars. What placement are y'all in y'all Mars? Yo, zodiac sign. Maybe that energy is activated in you. So my Mars in Taurus, and I've been quiet for a minute. Had to take a breather, LOL, eventually. I hope to. See? Someone's Mars. That's what it says on the card, Mars. Somebody needs to let it off. Get that steam off. But it just feels like something, oh, we got reunion. Oh my God. Now, this could be a new reunion. This could be like a past life connection where someone had a very passionate love story with. That's about to resurface in this lifetime. The attraction is like uncanny. It's like you can't resist it. Like, I feel like it's both parties. They can't resist each other, right? Like, they won't be able to. Thank you, Atan. Wait, did I say that right? Atan? It's like that energy. It's like they won't be able to resist each other. It's going to lead to some love making, okay? I'm just saying. This is a whole new person for some of you guys. Like, the attraction is going to be crazy from the first time y'all see each other. And some of you guys, this is a reunion. This is somebody that you was passionate about before. They coming back. But the attraction is going to be even better than it was last time, because this time they don't want to go. They're not going to let go. What is this? Who is this? Told y'all. Soul contract. This is a contract. Somebody's coming in. Somebody's coming. Y'all about to have some fun. We got growth. I almost had it. We have growth. Someone's been growing. Now, for some of you guys, this is coming up in summer. It's still a little while, but in summer, you're going to meet somebody new. Okay? I like when the timelines start to come out. This is going to be something that you want. Like, it's going to make you feel good. We got truth. We got expression. Someone is going to say how they feel. Confess. Union. Self-care. Closed off. Transformation. Renewal. I feel like this is for, because I got 2 cycles, so I'm reading 2 energies, right? The new person that you guys never met, most of you guys are going to meet them summertime. That's when they're going to come in. This person's going to be honest. You're going to feel like you've known them before, because it's a past life connection, because you've been with this person in a past life. So this is a soul reunion. Like, you're going to feel so comfortable with them. It's going to feel like you're at home. And there's going to be a lot of passion and excitement. This is going to come in while you're taking care of yourself. Like, because you guys have been letting go of things and you've been working on your self-care energy. Some of you guys have been closed off, right? Like really guarded. Not really wanting to deal with anybody. Not really wanting to connect because it just feels draining. You guys are taking a break. But this person, they're a part of your transformation too. They're gonna help you like feel sexy again, good again, uppity again. But they're gonna also be a part of the next chapter of your life and who you're becoming. They're gonna be a part of that awakening for you, like who you're transforming into. So you and this person might grow together. I see you guys growing together. And then there's going to be separation, but the separation will bring you back together. It's counterpart energy. So some of you guys are going to meet your counterparts for the first time. And some of you guys, the other collective, some of you guys already went through this. So this person is that counterpart, right? They've done those changes. They've done the work, because this is exactly what happened. You met, there was a lot of passion, attraction. This person was honest, but things were hidden because they were still closed off. They weren't letting you in. They didn't let the connection grow. They had to go take care of themselves, right? So you still had to learn self-care too, but this person had to really tend to their wounds, because them hurting you as a result of them closing off, it helped them awaken to the things that they were avoiding. So this is how you help this person transform. And they helped you transform because you became another version of yourself that was inspired by them. So this is the right timing now for this connection to come together, because this was always a contract and how this connection was going to go. But this contract was never going to end. This contract was going to always come back around. So it's like It doesn't matter if someone had third parties, other people, or even if they spent like a good 5 years in a relationship, they were always destined to be together. Like, because this is, I'm reading past life energy, like two people who were together in the past life. They made a contract that they would find each other again in this lifetime. So it doesn't matter who they experienced. And even if they met each other and they hurted each other, they were going to come back together because they're their person. You get what I'm saying? It's like we already come into the lifetime with a contract, and some people just free flow it. Like, I'm never going to get married. I'm never going to settle down. Like, when we reincarnate, but these two was like, no, we're going to be each other's person. Like, but we're going to go through these challenges so that when we reunite, our relationship will be even stronger, more powerful. That's what they said in the last lifetime, and that has been completed. They both did the work. Like, they had to remember themselves. They had to remember the soul contract. So even if one would try to pull away from the other, and it be like if they try to tell themselves that they don't want it anymore, it's done. They don't mean that. They can't let it die. They still go back to this person. They still come back to each other. Because it's like the mindset shifts. It's like I can't be mad at you. I have unconditional love for you. That almost feels uncontrollable. What else? It's a beautiful energy. These aren't two people who was like hurting each other. It was just like circumstances was difficult, but it was a part of their contract. So they could align. They had to align to each other, so they had to become each other. For some of you guys, this is a twin flame. You thought that you were going to leave this twin flame alone and things were over for good, but they're meant to be together. We got a lot of passion. This connection is in separation. There's a lot of yearning, missing, right? Because they're going to come back in, but not yet. It's coming up. The timeline is coming up. They're still ascending. They know the truth, right? Whatever went wrong in this connection, they know the truth. You guys have come to you've both come to the same truth. Someone think that the light twin is still angry, still upset. But they've been doing a lot of shadow work. They want this connection, right? It's like they're willing to fight for it. They've never let it go, but they feel like the light twin is still upset. Tell me more about this. Ace of Cups. Some of y'all don't want to hear about your twin, but some of y'all supposed to be with your twin. It be like that too. Them external energies be pulling on you. It'll happen when it's meant to happen, Valeria. It's gonna happen when it's meant to. Divine timing. Divine timing. Alright, tell me more about this. What's going on here? This is a new beginning. Oh my God. Someone wants to communicate. So in this present moment, it's a lot is heavy on their mind. They want to communicate. They want to reach out. They want to talk. They miss this person. They want to tell them the truth. They have grown. Let me see this timeline before we get into it. Yeah, they might impulsively reach out. What's the timeline on this reunion? More patience is required. Okay, so it's not this month. Not the right time yet. We have December. So it could be in a couple weeks this month, or this could literally be next year, right? What else? Obsessing over timing creates blocks. That's the spirit I know. Don't force things. Because whenever I ask timelines, spirit never gives it. It's always like these. More patience required. It's not the right time. Obsessing over things. Da, 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 da. And I just be laughing because it'd be like, you won't give the timeline. But the way my readings go is like, when you're meant to know, spirit is going to talk. You can't force. That's why when people be telling me like shit, I be like, this be God talking to y'all. Like, it's not me putting my opinion on it. I told y'all my belief with twin flames. This is a twin flame who like love their twin and they change. So, and like I said, I do believe some twin flames are meant to be together because they're also counterparts, but that's rare. So it's like, I'm not being biased with the energy. I'm reading the energy and spirit be talking. Like, spirit be talking. Hi, Crystal. Spirit be talking. So he don't give you the timelines and certain information until you need to know. And that's why that was funny. So it's like, even with December, you don't know if it's going to be this month or if it's going to be next year. You don't know, or it could be 2 years from now. But it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. It's going to happen. All right, so we have that this person wants to communicate. They want a new beginning. They want to start over. What else? They are definitely spying. They're also learning how to manage their finances, make better choices. I do feel the energy like this person is different. They're already different in the energy that they're in now. Like, if this is resonating with you, you could feel your twin's energy too. If you tap, you could always tap into your twin's energy. That's the cool thing about being like true twin flames, is that you can both tap into theirs and your counterpart. You have telepathy with them, but it's with your twin, is your heart. Your twin is your heart, you know? And it's like, you'll feel them in your heart. You'll feel if they've really changed, if they've grown. And you'll feel when they're like still stagnant, they're not doing the work. Like, you just know. So with this twin has really been growing and learning. Like, you wouldn't recognize them, but it could be scary because I feel like who they grow into, it's the reflection of your light energy. So it's like the light you saw in them, you see it in the flesh. And then it's kind of like you really transformed, you really changed. You stepped into your light, like, and then you're seeing your light reflected back at you. You get me? It's like, that's crazy. But they're learning. They're learning and they're growing. What else? We have the Star. So now we'll say the masculine and the feminine, right? Hey, baby girl, Kiavanti. Girl, we talking about twin flames. Ooh, but this is actually a good twin flame reading. You're going to have to go back and watch it. I ain't repeating. But some words that she said, he always remembers. Because what she said was truth and it helped them heal. So this twin flame, he's been invested in working on himself, self-care. This is pretty much his journey, right? His journey of healing. What happened in the past with these two twin flames? Because the energy is not negative at all. Like, y'all know these twin flames be crazy. We have the World. What else? Page of Pentacles. The Chariot. They stopped something from starting when they were supposed to move forward. What else? Oh, we got the Page of Wands. They needed to grow up. So they were immature. This is somebody who had the mindset that was like, when things got difficult, like in a connection, a relationship, they would assume like it's not meant for them, which is like immature, right? It's like they don't know how to work through problems because either their insecurities make them feel like they're being attacked, or their insecurities are telling them that they're not loved, they're not wanted, they're not desired. And then it's like not having emotional control or intelligence. So when they would feel a certain way, they shut down, they get closed off. And then that creates more problems in the dynamic because it's like they can't see somebody else's perspective. They just close off because of how they feel. So it's the psychology of like, even though they're not trying to be mean, they still are being mean, but they're not even aware that they're affecting somebody else with their actions because they're so consumed with only their reality. So it's like, that's kind of like the head of a narcissist, right? Like, so they would treat people like you would probably think this person is a narcissist, but it's not even that they're an avoidant either. It's just like, this person have mental challenges, mental issues. Hi, Celine. Celine's. They have mental issues. And immaturity. It's immaturity and mental issues. But they're strong enough. It's like they have the capacity to move forward if they want to. They have the intelligence. But the difficulty of moving forward is what gets to them. It's like a child. It's like the immaturity part of them is like, I don't want to do it because it's too hard. It's like if you're in school, some of us hated doing homework. I hated doing schoolwork, but I was smart. But I wasn't a lazy brain child. Like, I was smart. I just hated schoolwork because I was creative. So I just want to create things. I want to be more hands-on. But if I put my mind to it, I could be a brainiac. I just don't care about that stuff, right? This person was like, they hate doing schoolwork. You get me? Anything to avoid the schoolwork because it's too much thinking. I don't want to have to think. I just want to pass the class. Just give me the bare minimum so I can just pass the class. And that's how they were throughout life. So even if they wanted someone like something, if it was too difficult and it made them feel a way about it, they just didn't want to deal with it. So they just like run away from it. So that's why we would put them in the avoidant category. But they weren't aware of that. Now they also have mental challenges because they're avoiding something in them where they don't want to face it. Why they're afraid to change, why they don't want to grow up. But like I said, they always had the willpower to move themselves forward, but they just would choose not to. But it wasn't really intentional. It was just like a lack of awareness. And then when any awareness would try to come up, they would reject it. So then it's like they're intentionally stopping themselves from growing, but they wouldn't recognize they're intentionally doing that, but they know that they're doing that at the same time. Do y'all get that concept? like in their subconscious, they don't understand how much it's affecting them doing that. But in reality, it's like it's someone who can manipulate something so that they don't have to. They know that they're manipulating it to get their way because they don't want to do it the other way. You get me? But they're not aware enough to know that, like, that's going to affect your outcome. Like, they weren't thinking, okay? Like, this person don't like to think. They were not thinking about how what they do affect their outcomes. That's the mental problem right there. Like, how do you not think like about the other person? You get me? And how this is going to affect the future. You're just doing what you want and you think that's okay. You don't even want somebody treating you like that. So, but that's how they were thinking. They were very, very immature. They didn't see it. But they've been working really hard at making better choices. But something she said to them helped them heal, helped them invest in themselves. What else? 3 of Pentacles. They needed a plan. They needed a plan, and they had more than one opportunities to get things right with her, the feminine. But he kept coming in for passion. It's like he would apologize after hurting her and then come back in with passion. His energy really changed because this is not the same person that I felt in the beginning of this reading. Like, I'm talking about, because I'm reading past, present, future. So keep that in mind, that this is pretty much the past. Some of you guys, it's your current. So certain things haven't played out yet. But in the future energy, they're going to reach out soon. They want to reach out. For some of you guys, this is in the future, but they've changed. They've recognized where they needed to grow. Like, their mindset was really, really, really fucked up. Really. I don't even think the feminine know how fucked up it was. Them not having a plan for their life, vision, just coming in and out. They were emotionally immature. It's like they would feel passion for her even if they would separate and then call her back in, come back in. That's what made it toxic. It's like, you call me back in, you pull me in, but then you do the same thing to hurt me in the same way, and then nothing changes. So, well, like, why is that okay? And maybe not even apologize, or maybe apologize and then do it all over again. But they weren't really making any changes. They just would, like, come back in with all this passion, like things are going to be different, but then mess up again. They weren't learning from the situation because their emotional, them not having emotional intelligence, it's like they just went off of how they felt. So they're very impulsive. Like, they're giving Aries energy. But it's the immaturity of how young their mind was. Could be a grown person, but it's like their mind is like in elementary school. You get me? I thought she would like it if I came back in. She knows that I love her, even if we fought. And then he wants things to just, like, start over, but he's not changing much. You get me? So it's like every time he comes back, he's hoping for a reset. Like, okay, she'll erase what happened the last time. And then she gives him another chance. And then he does something along the same lines to F it up again. So he's recognizing that in this future moment. Hi, Yellow Rose. Yep, when you're a kid, you don't think. Yeah, this person don't think. They just move off of emotional impulses and passion and desire. It wasn't because of love. They loved her. They just didn't know how to love her. They didn't know how to be an adult. They didn't know how to reciprocate. They didn't know how to see from another person's perspective. It's just everything is centered around them. But it's like a lack of, they didn't learn that critical thinking skills when they were young. They're a smart person. This person gets by in life. This is someone who could really be great at leading others to do what they want to do, what they want them to do. So they could use that energy for good and bad, because they could be a good leader where it's like, they're the head of the operation, but they get everybody else to harmonize, to do what they're good at. And once they formulate that team, it's like everybody is harmonious in that dynamic, because the leader delegates everybody perfectly, like in their role. He knows what to say to them. He knows how to convince them. You get me? Or he can be a manipulator. He could be very, 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 very manipulative, because he's so good at analyzing how people respond and react to certain things. So he has that duality where he's like very intelligent, but mentally unstable and selfish. Like, but in his world, in his reality, he didn't see himself as selfish. He saw himself as someone who is this King of Swords. Like, I tell people what to do. I put things into play. And people look up to him because he's the one making the plays and getting other people to do what he needs them to do. But see, this feminine is not somebody that like you can control either. And even though he's good at the mind, it's like he wasn't good at assessing the heart. Like, you get me? And he was only looking at things that please him. So him being selfish, him pretty much being in his ego, is what ruined the connection. But he's learned. He's learning. Yeah, he wanted to be in charge. He wanted to be looked at as this King of Wands. He wanted to be in charge. He wanted to be respected. He wanted to be looked at as a leader. Was this feminine not seeing him that way? Or did he feel like she didn't see him that way? The moon. Why is the moon here? The Hierophant, the Hermit. I don't think he saw himself that way. That's really what the truth is. He wanted to be in charge. He wanted to, he didn't feel good enough. That was the lack in him, is that he didn't feel like he was in charge. Like, to be in a relationship, like he wasn't the masculine he wanted to be. He wasn't in that. He couldn't lead her. He couldn't lead them. I feel like he felt like she was doing a better job at it. She had more control over herself, life, all of those things. So he felt like he was out of control because his life to him was something that he really needed to fix. There were so many holes in it. You get me? And the thing is, like, the reality, it's like we can love someone, but sometimes they do have a lot of stuff in their life that, like, it's hard to come together because it's so much that they got to work through. It would actually hold you down to stay. And a lot of people do that. And in the end, it never works because they're only getting drained because they're the healing energy for the person who has a whole lot of lack that they're dealing with. So it's going to weigh you down. It's going to take your power away. And when you love yourself and you grow, you walk away from that situation because you literally feel it holding you back, holding you down. So this masculine had so much weight on him. That's what it was. And he was angry with himself because his life was messed up, not hers. And him coming into her world, she's the one that would have to be in charge of everything, and he felt less than because he couldn't provide what he wanted to. He couldn't give what he wanted to. He couldn't be who he wanted to be, and that was his ego. That was the ego getting into the way of how he felt about the connection because of how he felt about himself. It felt more like she's stronger than me. She's more of the masculine than I am. And his ego was challenged by that. But he didn't say it. He didn't express that that's how he really felt. But that's why he made bad choices in the relationship. Now he's been spiritually awakened. He's done some soul searching. He's gone within. He's found God. He's talked to spirit. He's learned. He's learned a lot. And then he remembers something that she said. Why didn't he just tell her the truth that that's how he felt? He feels like it wouldn't have mattered. He's like, what would have been the point of me telling her? Because it would have ruined, like, it was going to fall apart anyways. Because I didn't have enough to give. I still would have had to work on myself. The way he's seeing it, it's like this connection was doomed from the very start. Now it makes sense. It's the twin flame that believed that this connection wasn't going to last. It was like I can't have her because I'm so far away from where she is. So he pretended to be like a partner, like he was all in, like he was where she was, so that he could be in her reality. But then he knew he wasn't going to be there permanently because he had so much to fix in his life. He had a lot of money problems. He literally, his energy was so karmic. And he was losing a lot. Like this is someone who's way, 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 way at the bottom. Remember, he didn't have a plan for his life. Like this is somebody who messed up their life. This is somebody who probably like dropped out of school. They were just bad, like doing what they wanted to do. And they learned how to survive in the streets, like being manipulative, just being manipulative to get what they want. So that's the truth that he also would want to tell her, because That's crazy. Because he feel like he owe it to her. You know, regardless of what happened, they need to balance out the connection. That's how he feels. So, yeah, some things are just done. I agree. The Magician, the Hangman, the Devil. He sees it. He sees how he was manipulative. He sees how he was toxic. That's something he didn't really see before. Like, you could know when you're hurting somebody because you're intentionally trying to do it. Like, you get me? But again, this masculine lacked the ability to see how it affects the other party. Like, he knows, okay, if I pinch you, that's gonna hurt you, right? He knows that. So it's like, if I pinch you, I'm trying to hurt you. I want you to cry. But then he lacks the part where it's like, but if you intentionally pinch me and I cry, that's gonna make me feel some type of way about you, because why would you do that? And I might walk away from you and not want to be friends with you or in a relationship with you because you did something to make me cry. They had that part of it's not in their head at all. It's like, how do you, that's the part where I'm saying, like, they had some mental issues there. There was like a mental blockage, like it just wasn't registering. It's just, this is how I feel. And that's how narcissists think. It's like they're the victim all the time. That's the mental problem. So they don't see you clearly because they only could see their own mentality. Like, and then when you're surrounded by people who don't check you, you're gonna keep having that mentality. So it's like, narcissism is like it's literally a condition that it's like it's taught. You get me? It's enabled, especially from mothers with their sons. Like, it's just someone who never learned, like they didn't get disciplined enough when they were a child. They got it easy when they got in trouble. Certain things you learn as a kid, like so it boils back to this person's upbringing. Like, they were allowed to do a lot of things that they shouldn't have done, and it made them grow up fast. It made them feel a sense of power and entitlement, and then the things that they got into because of not being supervised. It boils down to all of that, like, to why they behaved the way they did. And that's not always easy to see on the surface. Like, none of us see our trauma until we start dealing with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm appreciative of everything because I've gone so long without nothing. It doesn't matter what it looked like if I was showing up. It's like, I've always struggled since I was born, since I came out the womb. And it's like, why is everything in my life so difficult? I have to fight. And that mentality, when it travels with you as an adult, and it's like, you don't know how to change it. It's hard for you to change because you've had it for so long, so you're attached to it. You always expect that, right? I don't feel that way anymore, but I'm just saying, like, I understand because that was my struggle. My thing was like, I'm always struggling. So I always expect it. I'm like, nothing ever goes good, so I don't know what it feels like for it to go good, because when I think it's going good, something happens and I'm struggling again, right? But then once my perspective shifted that, you know what, I'm not really struggling. I'm being like tested so I could figure out another way around it, so that I could get smarter, so I could do something different. And when I start changing it, then I start seeing different results. And it's like, okay, now I'm using my brain. I'm changing things. Oh, now I have the power to change my reality. I don't have to be confined to this idea that I'm always going to struggle. I can expect goodness. I can expect good things. So for him, it was like, he didn't know anything else but brokenness. He had trust issues, insecurities, not believing something really was true. He lost so much. He's seen a lot too. So he just was in a lot of pain. And he would rush into things. This is a masculine who rush into things because it was their way of dealing with their pain. Like, they never dealt with it. They just was like suppressing it. They've never truly been single. They've never truly been by themselves on their own. This is the first time that they've actually taken action into pulling themselves away from the environment. They have a mom that, like, I wouldn't even say this person is a mama's boy, but they have a parent, a mother. They could have had a single mom, and they have to be strong with that person because their mom is like abusive, a narcissist. So again, it goes back to that mental thing where I said that's how they became so narcissistic, because it was like, that's what they grew up in, their environment. They don't know no better. It's a baby that was taught from birth how to do something, how to be a certain way. And they're just trying to figure out how to get through, how to think differently. They always look for their mom in feminines too. It's like they expect the feminine to always be reassuring them, nurturing them, but it's like they want the validation. So they had like mother wounds, like, that they needed to address because they needed validation from their mom all the time. All right, let's wrap this up. The mom could have not liked her either because, see, she's independent, and I feel like that mom depended on the masculine to do things for her. But that Queen of Wands is independent. She don't depend on anybody. So that mom was the third party who was stopping this connection from coming together too. Damn. This is deep. This is their wound. Like, I mean, this feminine don't have to give them another opportunity if she don't want to. But it's just for her to understand, like, this masculine did love her. He loved her deeply, but he was wounded, and that's the truth behind why he behaved the way he did, because he wasn't aware. He was too immature to even realize that he was in pain, you know, because it was covered up with so many other wounds. Like, he had layers of wounds. But he had, I would say that what's made him different is that he's not in that mentally challenged state anymore. And I don't mean that in like, you get me, like it's deep mental challenge. When I'm saying mentally challenged, I'm saying it like he just couldn't see things from a different perspective. But he's worked through that, so he can see. He has the ability to see. He's broke down that old thinking, that old pattern. been a really big mindset shift. Like his mindset has changed. And your mindset is everything. Like when you tell yourself no, when you think the worst, you attract all of that. But your mindset is gonna get you through. It's gonna either keep you stuck or it's gonna help you move forward. But you know, regardless if the feminine give the masculine a chance or not, they completed their journey together. So the reunion might not even have to be romantic. It's just like, I forgive you and I love you. You know, like I'm happy that you changed. I'm happy that you found peace, because that masculine needed to do that for him. The feminine, his twin, was a part of him recognizing that, but he needed to do that for him. So, but his energy does change. His energy has changed. His energy is light. That's what it felt like. It felt light. But in the past, he was full of shadow. So that means he came into union with himself, just like she came into union with herself. And it makes sense. That's why I say, like, twin flames, y'all on this journey together. Like, it's going to always be that opportunity for them to be together. It's going to be presented. But most twins choose their counterpart because of all the pain and the time and the timeline. And they get over them. You get me? But they're supposed to come back into union to forgive each other. Like, they can't go through their whole lives hating each other, being mad and resentment. They have to come together. Like, you get me? So I thought it was still a beautiful story. Like, either way it goes, some of you guys are going to choose them, some of you guys aren't. But things were able to change on both ends, and forgiveness, you know, the most important part is the forgiveness part of it. But all right, you guys, I love you guys. I'm gonna go do my personal reading, and I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, because after I do the personal, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm still trying to clear out these emotions. I don't know why every time I'm getting on live I want to cry. But like I said, I appreciate you guys so much, and your support and your love and your kindness. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Peace. You guys have a beautiful, amazing day.